Most men lose power the moment they open their mouths, not because they're wrong, but because they need to be right. Here's the thing, silence isn't weakness, it's control. And in a world where everyone's shouting to be heard, the man who can stay quiet holds a different kind of power. Let's talk about what the Stoics knew and what most men today forget, about the kind of strength that doesn't need to shout. 1. Emotional control. You're not your first reaction. You know that moment when someone disrespects you. A co-worker takes a jab, your partner snaps, a stranger cuts you off, and you feel that spark rise in your chest. That urge to clap back, to prove you won't be walked on. That's the test. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What he meant is simple. Your first reaction isn't the real you. It's a reflex, the man you choose to be beginning after the spark. So here's what control actually looks like. You feel that heat, but you don't move. You breathe once, twice. You let the moment pass through you instead of trying to dominate it. Then, if you speak from reason, not ego. A man who can't control his emotions isn't free. He's owned by whoever knows how to provoke him. Sometimes silence is the hardest form of power because it demands you trust yourself more than the need to prove yourself. And when you do, you notice something. The anger fades faster than you thought. The insult loses its weight. The moment passes, and you're still centered. Power isn't the ability to strike back. It's the ability to stay still. 2. Ownership. Everything is your responsibility. Here's a hard truth. Most of your suffering comes from trying to assign blame. You think, she shouldn't have said that, or they should have treated me better. But Stoicism doesn't care about should. Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you take full responsibility, not guilt, not shame, but ownership, you stop giving your peace away. Your boss is unfair? That's his character test. Yours is how you respond. Your friend betrays you? That's his lesson. Yours is to walk forward without bitterness. Ownership doesn't mean letting people off the hook. It means you refuse to let them steer your emotions. Next time you catch yourself thinking, this isn't fair, rename it. This is my moment to practice strength. Every frustration is a workout for your character. Every setback a test of composure. And when you start owning everything, your reactions, your habits, your tone, your presence, something shifts. You stop waiting for the world to give you peace. You realize you can build it yourself. The moment you stop blaming, you start building. 3. Restraint. Don't feed every fire. There's a reason silence feels uncomfortable. It exposes insecurity. Most men fill space with words to avoid sitting in their own unease, to prove they're confident, to keep control of the room, to feel important. But the Stoics knew restraint is power. Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Restraint is adversity, quiet, internal, invisible. It's saying less when your pride wants to say more. It's letting someone misunderstand you instead of scrambling to explain. It's realizing that the truth doesn't need your defense. It reveals itself over time. Before replying to a message that irritated you, wait 1 hour. Before correcting someone's mistake, ask yourself if it even matters. Before defending yourself, remember, people only doubt the man who doubts himself. You'll notice that restraint doesn't just protect peace, it earns respect. People sense when you're not desperate to prove your point, and that calm confidence draws more weight than any argument ever could. A man who can hold his tongue owns the room and himself. 4. Perspective. You're standing too close. Here's what makes most problems unbearable. Not the problem itself, but the story we attach to it. You miss a promotion. Suddenly you think you're falling behind in life. A relationship ends. You tell yourself you'll never find peace again. But step back, zoom out. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. In other words, remember how small this all is. That meeting you're stressing about, forgotten in a month. That argument, gone in a year. The anxiety you feel today, a memory you'll laugh at 5 years from now. Perspective doesn't erase the pain, it puts it in its rightful size. When something feels heavy, ask, will this matter in 5 days, 5 months, 5 years? If not, breathe and let it shrink back to what it is, just another wave passing through your life. Perspective turns pressure into patience. It helps you respond like a man, not react like a boy. Because when you remember how temporary everything is, you stop clinging and start living with clarity. What you see as a mountain is often just a hill viewed up close. 5. Inner peace, the strength to be unmoved. You can't control people. You can't control the world. But you can control the temperature inside your own mind. That's peace, not the absence of chaos, but calm within it. The Stoics didn't retreat from life. They faced the storms and learned to stand steady. Epictetus was born a slave and still said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Inner peace isn't about isolation, it's about insulation, the ability to move through noise without becoming noise. Start small. Wake up and sit in silence for 2 minutes before touching your phone. When you're overwhelmed, ask, what part of this is actually under my control? Then focus only on that. When people drag you into their chaos, remind yourself, their storm is not my weather. Peace isn't something you chase, it's something you protect. And protecting it means saying no to drama, to gossip, to pointless arguments, to anything that steals your center. Some days peace will feel distant. That's okay. Stillness isn't a permanent state. It's something you return to over and over until it becomes a home. A calm man in a loud world is a rare and dangerous thing. At the end of the day, silence, control, and restraint isn't about pretending not to feel. They're about mastering what you feel so deeply that it no longer masters you. Every man will face moments that test his patience, pride, and peace. Most will react. Few will remain still long enough to see clearly. But those few, the ones who learn to listen before speaking, to observe before acting, become unshakable. Remember this: you don't win every battle by fighting. Sometimes you win by being the only one who doesn't flinch. And if you can stay calm when others can't, you've already won something bigger than the argument. You've won yourself. If this helped you find a little more calm today, leave a thought below. We're all learning to stay steady in a loud world.